When I ask you guys the question, who is the best point guard in the NBA right now? Which name comes to mind? Is it Stephen Curry? Is it Kyrie Irving? Is it Russell Westbrook? Well, if it is, by the end of this video, your answer will be Damian Lillard. If you're not a fan of Damian Lillard, you better hop on the train right now. Because him and the Portland Trail Blazers are up and coming and are going to be a big problem if they make the NBA playoffs this year. And to just put some statistics in your face, did you guys know that Dame is averaging 49 points a game, 8.2 rebounds a game, and 9.8 assists per game? And after a slow start to the Portland Trail Blazers season in the 2020 campaign, the name Damian Lillard is finally beginning to enter the MVP ladder chart. And right now, he's putting up better numbers than James Harden did when he was recognized as the MVP of the league. And this hot streak all started on January 20th of 2020 on Martin Luther King Day, when Damian Lillard scored 61 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists, beating Kemba Walker's record of the most points scored on Martin Luther King Day. And I'm gonna show you guys Dame's stat line after that game. 47 points against Dallas Mavericks, 50 points against Indiana Pacers, 36 points against the Houston Rockets, where he actually got his first career triple-double. The next game against the Los Angeles Lakers, he scored 48 points, and now just beat the Utah Jazz as I make this video, he scored 51 points. And he broke the record of becoming the first player ever to average 45 points per game and 10 assists per game on a 6-game span. Damian Lillard is making history, and right now with the Portland Trail Blazers really going for that 8th spot in the Western Conference playoffs, I genuinely believe he's not stopping. In this video, not only am I going to be talking about how elite Damian Lillard is, but I want to talk to you guys a little bit about his NBA journey, and also explain to you guys why Damian Lillard has become the best point guard in the NBA right now. So this video is about Damian Lillard from when he got drafted to underrated to where he is now. So yeah, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. If you love basketball, you are in the right place, and make sure to hit that subscribe button to not miss any of my upcoming videos just like this. So going back to the first question I asked you guys at the beginning of this video, when I asked you who is the best point guard in the NBA right now, which name comes to mind? To be completely honest, if I were to answer this question honestly, I would say Stephen Curry. But if you guys aren't aware, Stephen Curry has been injured since November, so I'm not considering Stephen Curry in this video. If Steph and Dame were both healthy and this conversation came up, I would probably say Steph, because Steph Curry is in his prime right now. But the difference between Dame and Steph right now is that Dame is entering his prime, and in a way in his prime, while Steph is kind of exiting his prime, which means the future best point guard in the NBA is definitely going to be Damian Lillard. What makes Damian Lillard so special and different than other players in the NBA is that he is a great leader, he's competitive, and also he always talks about his work ethic and how it's very legendary to him and important to him. His alpha dog personality, his calm and cool attitude, and also how natural he is at being a leader just sets him apart from everybody else. We have never ever seen Damian Lillard on the media being talked about negatively or him making any negative comments. Damian's poise and maturity really takes him a long way. Comparing him to a point guard like Kyrie Irving and Russell Westbrook, who are both elite point guards in the NBA, they are always somehow being talked about negatively to the fans, to the media, or they're just saying something that's just not good. While Damian Lillard, on the other hand, is always proving everybody wrong by his game and what he does on the court. Which is why I personally respect Dame so much, and also why you guys too. Damian Lillard is finally entering that realm that Stephen Curry is in, and I believe that by the end of Damian Lillard's career, if he's successful winning championships, he could go down as one of the greatest point guards to ever play in the NBA. Of course, championships would have to come into play, but Dame is still young and has a lot of potential to win one. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit of Damian Lillard's early career before he became to this point. But before I continue, I just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors of this video. This video is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is a ticket app that finds the best deals from hundreds of sellers, separates the good ones from the bad, and even shows you the viewpoint from your seat. Use my code EasyBuckets off this app to get $20 off your purchase. SeatGeek, the best way to buy tickets. Damian Lillard was drafted in the 2012 NBA draft in the first round overall as the 6th pick by the Portland Trail Blazers. If you guys want to know something interesting, the 5 players that were drafted before Damian was Anthony Davis, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Bradley Beal, Dion Waiters, and Thomas Robinson, and then Dame at the 6th spot. And you guys want to know something very funny? Damian Lillard also won Rookie of the Year, beating Bradley Beal, but most importantly, beating Anthony Davis. So Dame really did start off his career with a bang by winning Rookie of the Year, and a lot of attention was put on him. Ever since being drafted by the Portland Trail Blazers, the Trail Blazers have made it to the playoffs every single year. Damian Lillard made his first-time All-Star appearance in 2014 and returned in 2015 as well. But the 2016 and 2017 season was the year where the word underrated became with the name Damian Lillard. If you guys aren't familiar with the Portland Trail Blazers 2016 campaign, that was the year they basically said, Damian Lillard, you are the main franchise player and we're going to build a team around you. That's the year when LaMarcus Aldridge, Nicholas Batum, Robin Lopez, and Wesley Matthews, the 4 other starting players on the Portland Trail Blazers team, left Portland, and Dame was basically the only player remaining. Of course, with Dame having such a heavy burden on leading the team back to the NBA playoffs without these veterans and these key role players, Dame knew he had to step up. And let me tell you guys something very interesting. In the 2016 and 2017 season, Damian Lillard was not named an NBA All-Star. But at the time, the Portland Trail Blazers were an NBA playoff team, and Dame was averaging 27 points per game, 4.9 rebounds a game, and 5.9 assists per game. Are you telling me the best player on the Portland Trail Blazers who are in a playoff contention situation, averaging 27 points per game, 4.9 rebounds a game, 5.9 assists per game, could not land a 12-team roster spot and is not considered to be the top 12 best players in the Western Conference? That's what happened that season, and that's why the word underrated was put to Damian Lillard's name. But Dame is not the kind of guy to, go on the media and say something negative that will offend other people. Dame's the kind of guy that he'll hear the news, and then the next time he has the opportunity to prove everybody wrong, he will do it. Which is what he did the next few seasons in 2018 and 2019, where he actually had one of the most popular votes as a Western guard. But a big reason why Damian Lillard is underrated or overlooked is because he's playing for a non-market team of the Portland Trail Blazers. For example, if Damian Lillard played on a high-market team, aka the Los Angeles Lakers or even the Miami Heat, he would easily get more attention from the media, the NBA scouts, and also the people and fans voting for the All-Star team, or in other words, speaking and conversating about the best players in the NBA. Instead, Damian is playing for a team that's not really talked about a lot. Dame is the reason why the Portland Trail Blazers are beginning to be talked about a lot and are actually no longer a low-market team. The fans of Portland have increased at a tremendous level over the years when Dame has come to the city, and each year they keep on growing. Which is what makes Damian Lillard so special. He is creating value and a great atmosphere for Portland ever since Clyde Drexler did it. And Damian Lillard has said it that he wants to retire a Trailblazer, and I 100% believe that when he retires as a Trailblazer, he's going to go down as the greatest Trailblazer of all time. Just a fun fact for you guys, Damian Lillard joins LeBron James and Oscar Robertson as the only players to have 8 straight seasons with 1,500 points and 400 plus assists. The consistency of Dame speaks for itself, and I don't see it stopping. When Damian Lillard was considered underrated, it was because Isaiah Thomas, the point guard of the Boston Celtics, was putting up 30 points a game, Russell Westbrook was getting triple-doubles every night, but Dame was silently helping the Blazers and keeping them consistent in a playoff push. The NBA needs to recognize Damian Lillard more, and I'm very upset that he didn't make the Western All-Star starters this year in the 2020 season. I wish the NBA would change the format of the NBA East vs. West, because technically Damian Lillard could be a starter for any of the Eastern point guards and shooting guard easily. But being stuck behind Luka Doncic and James Harden, Damian Lillard is once again in the shadows and in the term underrated again. But regardless of that fact, Damian Lillard is the best point guard in the NBA right now, when Stephen Curry returns, it is going to be very controversial because Damian Lillard is making a case for it. And as I make this video, the Trailblazers had a bad start to the season. They're 9th in the Western Conference standing, fighting for the playoffs right now, but I believe 100% they will make the playoffs. The Trailblazers made some excellent moves so far this season. They got a trade for Trevor Ariza. They also picked up Carmelo Anthony. And with Nurkic and Zach Collins returning anytime soon, this team is going to make noise in the NBA playoffs. If they make it as the 8th spot in the Western Conference, they're going to make some noise and potentially be a problem for the Los Angeles Lakers. My hope is that somehow the Portland Trailblazers make the 7th seed and play the second team in the Western Conference, because I want to see Damian Lillard back in the Western Conference Finals. And by the way, if you didn't know, last year Damian Lillard took the Portland Trailblazers to the Western Conference Finals. So in conclusion, Damian Lillard, underrated, but in my opinion, the best point guard in the NBA. And I hope that after watching this video, you guys think so too. Damian Lillard right now is averaging 30 points a game, 4.4 rebounds, 7.9 assists. And I actually believe that throughout this season, that's going to improve. And he's going to keep climbing that MVP ladder chart. Damian Lillard, Dame Dollar. Best point guard in the NBA.